This is a quick tutorial on how to set up your new Freedom Box Bravo Edition. When you first get the box and unpack it, obviously you're going to hook it up to your TV, plug in your power cord, get your remote, put batteries in it, turn the box on. Now keep in mind, there are two power buttons on this device. There's one on the back of the device. It's a toggle switch. Make sure that's in the on position. And then you have your other power button on the front that will light up either blue for being on, red for being off, and obviously you're going to want to turn that on. So when the box is on and you're hooked up to your TV, this is the screen you will be seeing. This is our launcher screen. We've simplified it. There's not a lot of things on here, so it's not very confusing. It's nice and clean, easy to navigate. So the first thing we're going to want to do is obviously we're going to set up our internet. So if you're using an Ethernet cable, you can just plug into the box and it'll be connected. If you're using Wi-Fi, go to the settings like I just did. You're going to go to Network and Internet. And then you are going to scroll down to find your router. If you don't see it, select See All, and then it's going to look for other ones. So once you find the correct router you want to connect to, select it, hit OK, and then you're going to want to put your password for that router in. So you can go ahead and do that. And I'm going to do that. We'll be right back. Okay, so once your password is inputted, select Next on the keyboard, and you should get a successful connection to your router. So once that's done, it brings you back to the screen. Hit the return button on your remote, go back one screen, and we are going to go to device preferences. So we're going to set the date and time. You're going to want to make sure this is accurate and set to the correct area, being the time zone, because it will affect the TV guide within the build. So basically, like any other, you're going to scroll down till you find your time zone. Currently, I'm on East Coast and it's Eastern Daylight Time. So I'm going to select that. And we can leave the 24-hour, 12-hour setting already. Once that's set, we are going to scroll down again and go, we're going to go back one more and go to Advanced Options. We're going to set our display for the correct size for screen position. So select screen position, and you can zoom your screen out. Obviously, you can see getting smaller. Zoom your screen in. It should be where you have a very, very small perimeter around it. If that's 100% and you can still see a little bit of outline, that's fine. Depending on the TV, I've seen them go down as low as 89%, some around 91%. Every TV is different. Find your correct setting and set it there. It's set, hit the return button. At this point, we can go all the way back to the launcher screen. We are now going to go into the Freedom build. So click on Freedom Box app and hit continue. You're going to allow all permissions, record the audio, and then access photos, media, and files on your device. It needs access to everything, so it can put pictures in and icons and allow the audio to work correctly. It's not going into any of your anything private. There's nothing private on this box, so you're safe to just allow access to everything. First thing, you're going to see the eagle's nest. You're going to scroll to the right, click on the open sign. Now every box has a unique username and password. They were included with your box. This is where we will input them. So obviously it says no credentials are found. So you're going to want to go to yes. and then we are going to input our username and password. So once you've entered it, obviously click done on the on-screen keyboard, and it's going to bring you to this page of first run help. You can hit OK. Now you have some options to pick from. We're going to go to builds, and then we are going to select the top one, which is Freedomize version 3.0. The other two versions do work. They are limited on their content. I'm recommending the 3.0 for now, and we may change these in the future, but we'll give a heads up, and there's a wizard in here that you can update at any time. So we're going to click on our build and allow it to download. Download only takes a few minutes, not too long. So as soon as this finishes completing, I'll be right back. Okay, all the files have been extracted. You get the message that the installation is complete and the app has to close out. So hit the OK button on the remote, the app closes out. We're going to go right back into the FreedomBox. As you can see in the top right-hand corner, creating PVR clients, and under that, the IPTV simple client is at 50%. We're going to let it sit. This is going to run through basically like a skin menu where it's going to generate the skin, download clients, and so forth. Okay, as you can see, it's downloading channels. It's basically the guide that's downloading, so this could take a few minutes. We're going to let that finish and then continue on as soon as it's done. Okay, as you can see, I finished downloading the guide and the channels, and this could take a little bit for it to go through. If this gets hung up on this page, do not panic. It's very common for the first time this loads that this takes a while. I would give it a few minutes, 3 to 4. If it's still in this loading page, then follow these simple instructions. It's just going to force it through a little faster. So on your remote, hit the yellow tools button. It's going to bring up your menu, settings, scroll down to apps, and Freedom's the top one. Click on it, force stop, hit OK. Wait a few seconds. And now just reopen. This is going to force that big giant skin menu to load, and help any other menus that have to load. So this usually works within a minute or two. Finish loading the rest of the build. As you can see, it's loading channels again. And we can see it start to populate the skin menu. So after everything loads, I'll walk through some quick tips on here, and I'll show you how to update this as well. I will put out further videos on how to operate this, whether it's inside the Freedom build or using the Eagle's Nest app. I'm going to do one on how to add apps to the build and how our Freedom App Store works is really on the initial download. If we exit out and go back in, it won't take nearly as long to load it. Obviously, you see a message now. It says authenticate your track account. You don't absolutely have to do this. I highly recommend it. Track is something, it's a great app. It is totally free, and it keeps track of everything and anything you're watching for you. And it works really good with this build. Super simple to set up the free account. We will have instructions for that. So if you have tracked, just click OK. Then go to your phone or whatever device, open your Tracked app, which I am currently doing. And you can see once it's entered, it disappears. So real quick, the first screen it brings to you to is the search screen. You can see on the top, it's highlighted by that magnifying glass. That's your search. Scroll down. These are some of the latest movies that have been released. And I'm just scrolling to the left right now. So you can see there's a lot of them. And again, this is just a search screen. In this search screen, you can continue to scroll down and you can explore different areas. So whether it is Netflix movies, shows, Disney Plus, Amazon Prime, Hulu, Apple, HBO, you can search for TV shows or movies using these areas. Trending list is just stuff that's trending now, and popular list is obviously popular shows. If you want to search for something, like type it in, go back up to the search, click the OK button, and it's going to give you different areas to search. So say TV or movies, click on movies, go to search, and search movies, and you get an on-screen keyboard. You can type in whatever you want, and then just go to done, and it'll search for them. So I'm going to back out and go back to the home screen. And then the next tab over to the right is your movies. This is where you would go to pick a movie to watch. If you don't know what you want to watch, you can scroll through latest movies. As of today, I believe this just came out last night, so it's already in there. Or again, you got most watched, and you can explore different areas like genre or streaming services, etc. So that's in your movies. You can set up movie collection, or if you have movies that you saved, they would be saved in your in-progress movies. Over to the right are TV shows. And as you can see, just latest ones come up top, and we have trending underneath, related, and so forth. Again, you can explore down bottom between genres or whatever have you. Again, over to the right one more time is your live TV screen. So this is where all your live channels will be. We have sports if you want to search for sports, guides. If you don't know what you want to watch, you want to go through guides, pick a category, and your TV guide is there. Now, if you notice, on every channel, there are multiple selections. Most channels, I wouldn't say every, but that's because this live TV has multiple connections per channel. So if you've been streaming long enough, you'll know that sometimes a channel is down, or the sound could be off, could be blurry, have a delay, whatever it may be. This tries to eliminate that issue by giving you multiple different feeds. So you would scroll down till you find out whatever you wanted to watch. And let's pick something good, something different. Go to Bravo. Brings up a menu of what is playing now. Scroll over to the left. Click on switch. And that is going to play the channel. Get out of it, just hit the stop button. And it brings you back to the guide menu. So that is our live TV. One more time over to the right. These are the premium apps. So as you download your premium apps, they will be posted here. Right now, I only have the Eagle's Nest on here. So that's why that's the only one showing up. When I began this video, it was right out of the box, so I have not downloaded anything yet. But on this screen, if you scroll back up to the checkerboard, which is your premium apps screen, if you hit the up directional button, it's going to give you some options. You can refresh the widgets. You can activate your track from here. Or this is where you would go to update the wizard. This is something I want to touch on right here. So say there's an update and we release it. You would go here, click Freedom Wizard. Now it's going to say that your username or password is wrong. It's because we had to put something in generic. So when you click on it, this is where you're going to enter your credentials again. So you're just going to go backspace and then enter your credentials. So once you've entered the credentials, click done. It brings you to our Freedom Wizard menu. So you can do different things from here. There's maintenance tools. You can clear all your data and go into advanced settings. I don't really recommend any of that because no one really has to go in there. You're going to want to go to builds if we release an update. So if you click on builds, there's the 3 builds. Right now, they're the only 3 in there because we haven't released an update. The same 3 that you originally saw when we were loading this. So go back. Now, keep in mind, if you clear all your data, or if you do a factory reset, uninstall this app, and then try and reinstall it, you will need to contact us and let us know that you are doing this. The passwords that you receive are one-time use words, meaning after you enter them into this build, it connects to our server and records the build. So no one else can use that. It logs that in and only lets that username and password to be used for that device and that current build. So if you change that, it'll lock it out. Send us an email, hit us up on Facebook. It takes 10 seconds. We go in, reset it, and then you can go in and use it again. But you shouldn't have to worry about that unless you decide for some reason you are factory resetting this box or clearing out the data for some reason. Really no need to. You can clear cache and do other things without it affecting it. So really no reason to clear the data. And we're back to our Freedom app screen again, and again in the search area. So that's it for the setup. We will continue on with other videos, and I will touch on setting up the Eagle's Nest. I will touch on showing you how to download different apps and how to use the Freedom App Store. I will actually do a video on the best way to use this build as well. But if you have any questions, reach out to us, send us an email, and enjoy your box. Thanks again.